Welcome to the Deep Dive.
All right, today's mission, well, we're navigating a corner of the digital world that's absolutely packed. Website builders.
Uh-huh.
We're wading through the options, specifically pulling apart GoDaddy Website Builder and Webflow, and then throwing in a third player, Instapage, which approaches things from a slightly different angle.
That's right. We've got a stack of sources here. It's a mix of detailed comparison articles, really digging into features, how easy they are to use, performance, pricing, support, the works.
Right.
Plus, we've factored in some user reviews, particularly for GoDaddy, which add a crucial real-world perspective.
And our goal in this deep dive is basically to distill all that information down to the essential nuggets. What do you need to know to understand which of these platforms might actually help you achieve your specific digital goals?
Yeah, whether you're just starting out, maybe you're a seasoned designer, or maybe you're completely focused on turning clicks into customers.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this then. So first, let's quickly introduce our contenders. On one side, you have GoDaddy Website Builder. It's primarily known for being, well, incredibly simple and accessible. It's built with beginners, small businesses, hobbyists in mind. Think intuitive drag-and-drop interfaces designed to get you online fast. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's the make it easy option, basically. Then there's Webflow. Now, this platform speaks a different language. It's geared more towards designers and developers.
Definitely.
The big draw here is control, flexibility.
Yeah.
Its visual editor is quite unique because it lets you design and effectively develop your site simultaneously in a visual environment that kind of mirrors code.
It really does. And finally, we have Instapage. Now, this isn't really a general website builder like the other two. It's a specialist tool.
Right.
Focused exclusively on landing pages. Those single web pages designed for a very specific goal, like getting someone to sign up for a newsletter or buy a specific product. Its core emphasis is conversion optimization.
So we're not just comparing three similar tools here. It's more like comparing, say, a simple power tool, that's GoDaddy, a high-end workshop with specialized machinery, maybe that's Webflow.
Good analogy.
And then a tool specifically designed for crafting the perfect, most effective doorway that's Instapage into your business. It's about understanding the right tool for the right job, or maybe even the right combination of tools, perhaps.
Exactly. Now, what can these tools actually do for you? Let's look at the features. GoDaddy gives you a pretty wide variety of templates covering lots of different business and personal needs.
Okay.
You get that drag and drop interface, built-in tools for SEO, that's search engine optimization, helping people find your site on Google and social media integration.
Standard stuff.
Pretty standard, yeah. It has e-commerce options and ensures your designs look good on phones with mobile responsive layouts. It's a solid all-rounder for foundational website needs, really.
Okay. Webflow, though, ramps things up significantly. We're talking really advanced design customization. If you can imagine it visually, you can probably build it. That seems to be the idea.
That's the promise, yeah.
It has real-time collaboration features, which are great for teams, obviously. It offers robust CMS functionality that's content management system, basically a tool for managing dynamic content like blog posts or products without digging into code.
Crucial for many sites.
And it has powerful SEO management tools. Plus, for designers who like to peek under the hood, you can actually export the clean HTML, CSS code. That's a big one for some people.
It is. And this is where Instapage really diverges. While GoDaddy and Webflow give you the whole house, Instapage gives you that hyper-optimized, highly functional front door.
Right.
Its features are all about getting visitors to take action. We're talking over 500 pre-built layouts designed specifically to convert. That's a lot.
Wow.
It includes features like AI content generation to help you write copy, Instablocks, which are reusable sections, and proprietary tech like AMP accelerated mobile pages, that Google standard for super fast mobile loading, and the Thor render engine also focus purely on speed.
Instapage also has real-time collaboration. Crucially, deep integrations with over 120 marketing and sales platforms. Think email marketing tools, CRMs, you name it.
That integration piece is key for marketers.
Absolutely. It offers dynamic text replacement, which can change text on your landing page based on, say, the keyword someone searched for in an ad. And something called ad maps, which helps visualize and ensure perfect alignment between specific ads and the landing page they send traffic to.
Yeah, that level of marketing specificity isn't really standard in GoDaddy or even Webflow in the same way.
No, not at all.
So looking at those feature sets, it naturally leads us to user experience. Who makes it easy? GoDaddy is definitely built for simplicity, no question.
Mm-hmm.
Its interface is super user-friendly, guiding you step by step. Sources mention its artificial design intelligence, or ADI.
Oh, yeah, the ADI thing.
Right, which can essentially ask you a few questions and then build a personalized site layout for you in minutes. The learning curve is designed to be very, very gentle.
Contract that with Webflow. It's significantly more complex. The learning curve is steep. You're essentially learning a visual programming language almost.
You really are.
But for designers and developers, those powerful tools are incredibly rewarding once you master them, I imagine. The designer tool visually represents HTML and CSS concepts, which is intuitive if you understand code structure, but maybe less so if you don't.
Exactly. Instapage, meanwhile, aims for a user-friendly experience for its specific task, creating those landing pages. Like GoDaddy, it uses drag and drop, making the core process accessible.
Okay.
But it has depth and advanced features necessary for experienced marketers who are really focused on optimization.
So what really stands out here is that ease of use. Well, it isn't a one-size-fits-all concept, is it? It depends entirely on your background and your goals.
Absolutely.
If you've never built a site, GoDaddy is designed to feel easy. If you're a designer fluent in web concepts, Webflow might feel more intuitive because it maps to what you already know, even if a beginner finds it totally overwhelming.
That's a great way to put it. Now let's dive a bit deeper into GoDaddy, as our sources provided more specific details, including quite a bit of user feedback.
Okay.
GoDaddy is massive. It's one of the world's largest web hosts and domain name registrars. The website builder is just one part of their broader offering, which includes hosting, email, all sorts of things.
Yeah, they offer various hosting plans, economy, deluxe, ultimate, maximum varying in resources like storage, the number of websites you can host, performance, and so on.
Standard hosting tiers.
Right. They all typically include unmetered bandwidth, free one-click installation for things like WordPress, and often a free domain name for the first year.
That first year bit is important.
It is. Higher tiers like Ultimate and Maximum usually bundle in a free SSL certificate. That's the security certificate that makes your site load with HTTPS and shows the little padlock in the browser. Encrypts data.
Okay, now this is where we get to a critical point, strongly highlighted in the user reviews we looked at. Pricing. GoDaddy is known for very attractive, low introductory prices.
The hook.
Exactly, the hook. But the renewal prices jump significantly. For example, a hosting plan might start at, say, $2.99 a month on a multi-year term, but then renew at $8.99 or maybe even more.
Ouch.
And that free domain, it renews at around $18 a year typically. And the website builder itself has its own monthly cost, ranging from maybe $10 to $25 a month, on top of potential hosting costs if you're not using their integrated builder hosting package.
So while the first year might look like a bargain, the total annual cost after renewal can sometimes double or even triple. It adds up fast.
It really does. And this ties directly into the customer reviews we saw, which are notably mixed. While GoDaddy is undeniably huge and reputable in terms of infrastructure.
Can't deny their scale.
No. But the reviews, particularly recent ones as of like May 2025, highlight consistent frustrations.
Like what?
Well, the negative sentiments often mention poor tech support experiences, things like really long hold times, calls getting dropped, agents who either seem uninformed, struggle to resolve issues, or push aggressive upsells pretty hard.
Yeah, I've heard that upsell complaint before about them.
It comes up a lot. There are complaints about unexpected charges, services being added without clear consent, difficulty getting refunds outside a very narrow window, like a week,
Wow.
and reports of sites crashing with no readily available backups on some plans. It suggests that for some users, the sheer scale of GoDaddy might lead to real challenges in customer service and billing clarity, just getting lost in the system.
Okay, that's quite a bit to chew on for GoDaddy. Let's pivot to Webflow specifics. As we said, its core identity is that advanced platform for web design and visual development.
Right.
It lets you build interactive, fully responsive websites using a visual tool that directly reflects the underlying code structure, like HTML and CSS.
And their CMS is highlighted as quite modern and flexible. You can manage blog posts, e-commerce products, or any other collection of content easily via drag and drop directly within the live editor view of your site, which is pretty neat.
Webflow comes with some significant technical advantages based on the source material. The code it generates is notably clean, which is excellent for SEO. Its hosting infrastructure is super efficient, built on Amazon AWS, a top-tier cloud platform, which means sites load very quickly.
Speed is a big selling point.
Definitely. Security is strong, with built-in SSL on all hosted sites and automatic backups every 30 minutes, which they keep for 3 months. That's pretty robust.
Very robust.
Design possibilities are huge. You can create complex animations and interactions directly in the editor without needing to write JavaScript code. SEO features are strong, including meta tag control, redirects, sitemaps, schema markup. That's the code that helps search engines understand your content better.
And integrations with major marketing tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, and automation tools like Zapier and Make.com are straightforward, apparently.
Sounds powerful, but it's definitely not perfect for everyone, right?
No, not at all. The primary disadvantage, as we discussed, is that steep learning curve. The designer tool's power means complexity, especially for a beginner.
Right.
And while you can add custom code, you're still working within Webflow's framework. It's less flexible than just hand-coding everything from scratch if you have those skills.
Makes sense.
And sources noted potential difficulties integrating with less common CRM systems, specific user account systems maybe, or certain video broadcast tools. It might not play nicely with everything out there.
Okay. Pricing for Webflow. It has nuances, you mentioned.
It does. They have two main plan types: site plans, which are per website and cover hosting and site-specific features, and workspace plans, which are more for teams and collaboration features like staging environments.
Okay. Site versus workspace.
Exactly. There's a free starter plan, but it's limited. You get a webflow.io subdomain, limits on pages and CMS items, form submissions, that kind of thing. Paid plans unlock custom domains, higher limits, more features.
And the code export.
Right. A key point is that you can export your code for self-hosting, but you need a paid workspace plan to do that. They also have add-ons for more advanced features like Optimize for A/B testing and personalization, and localization.
Gotcha. And e-commerce.
Yeah.
How does that stack up?
Their e-commerce platform is also highlighted as being highly customizable. You can build unique store layouts, product grids, carts without being forced into some rigid e-commerce template.
More flexibility.
Exactly. It's flexible enough to allow for those really cool animations Webflow is known for. They integrate with popular payment methods like Stripe, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, allow for product reviews, and make ad integrations easy.
But there must be downsides, too.
There are some e-commerce limitations mentioned. As of the sources, there's no built-in client account panel, meaning customers can't easily create accounts to track orders or save info for repeat purchases.
Oh, that's a big one for repeat business.
It can be, yeah. They have to re-enter details each time. There can also be issues with very specific multi-level product sorting needs or integrating certain local delivery methods, like maybe region-specific carriers.
Okay, good to know. What about performance? How fast are these sites?
Well, when we look at performance, specifically how fast pages load and how responsive sites are, the sources suggest both GoDaddy and Webflow offer, commendable speeds. GoDaddy's standard infrastructure handles typical website traffic pretty efficiently.
And Webflow is also very impressive here. Publishing static sites directly to a global CDN results in excellent loading times.
Right.
And for advanced users, the control Webflow offers over code structure means you can potentially optimize performance even further if you know what you're doing.
So in terms of general speed and responsiveness for their target users, the sources kind of rate them quite similarly, maybe a draw there for most people.
Okay. What about support? Who do you turn to when you inevitably get stuck?
Good question. GoDaddy highlights strong customer service with stated 24/7 phone and live chat alongside a large knowledge base and community forums. That's what they say anyway.
Though, again, those user reviews we touched on really contradict the experience of that 24/7 support for many, citing the long waits and unresolved issues.
Exactly. The promise versus the reality, perhaps? Webflow support also includes robust channels, but they seem to lean much more heavily on documentation and educational materials. Their Webflow University is a huge resource with tons of video tutorials.
Self-service focused.
Very much so. They have forums and community support, and the level of direct support you actually get scales with your plan. It goes from basic help center access up to priority queues and even dedicated customer success managers for the higher enterprise tiers.
So it's a different model. GoDaddy promises round-the-clock phone support, but user feedback is problematic. Webflow relies more on self-help resources and community, with direct support getting better as you pay more.
That sums it up well.
Which brings us back to money, inevitably. Pricing strategies. GoDaddy generally offers budget-friendly starter plans, especially with that promotional pricing.
The initial lure.
Right. They offer discounts for longer commitments, and hosting is typically bundled or integrated with the website builder cost, making it seem simple upfront.
And we really can't emphasize this enough, Those higher renewal costs are a critical factor in the long-term price. You have to look beyond the shiny initial monthly fee advertised.
Absolutely. The website builder cost is also often separate from domain or email costs,
Yeah.
adding to the total picture.
Yeah. Webflow's pricing is tiered based on your site's needs and team size. They have the free plan for basic use. A significant point for e-commerce on their hosted plans is that higher tiers have 0% transaction fees. You only pay the payment processor fee like Stripe's fee.
That's attractive for e-commerce.
It can be. Educational discounts are available, and you have that option to export code for self-hosting with a paid workspace plan. However, it can definitely be more expensive overall, particularly for feature-heavy sites or teams needing those collaboration tools.
And Instapage pricing.
Instapage's pricing isn't detailed with specific numbers in these sources, but it's described as landing page-centric and emphasizing value for money through its performance and conversion features.
So pay for performance.
The implication is that you're paying for specialized tools designed to directly impact marketing ROI. It's positioned as an investment.
So the key takeaway on pricing seems to be that there's no single cheapest or best value. It depends completely on your actual needs, your long-term budget, and whether that initial cost or the renewal cost is your bigger priority.
Exactly. And as the source material notes, you get what you pay for is often true in this space. The more powerful, flexible, or specialized the tool, the higher the cost tends to be. But the potential return on investment can also be higher if you actually utilize those features effectively.
Right. Makes sense. Let's loop back to Instapage then, our secret weapon. It's often overlooked in broad website builder comparisons, precisely because it's not trying to build your whole site. It's a specialized alternative.
Its focus is laser sharp. Marketers whose primary goal is driving conversions, just getting visitors to complete a specific action. That's it.
And its features directly support that goal. Those conversion-focused templates, the deep marketing tool integrations we talked about, and powerful analytics like heat maps showing where people click and A/B testing.
Comparing page versions.
Right, comparing two versions of a page to see which performs better. They're all designed to help you understand visitor behavior and just relentlessly optimize your pages for results.
It earns that secret weapon label because while GoDaddy and Webflow build your overall online presence, Instapage provides tools specifically honed for that critical point of contact, turning ad clicks or traffic into tangible leads or sales.
Yeah, it offers a level of optimization and data analysis for that specific purpose that general builders just, they don't match it. They aren't built for it.
Not in the same dedicated way, no.
So connecting all of this back to you, the listener, choosing the right platform isn't about declaring one the ultimate winner across the board. It's really about aligning the tool with your specific goals, your comfort level with technology, your budget, and your priorities.
Yeah, are you prioritizing just ease of getting online quickly? Is it deep design control you're after? Or is it maximizing the performance of marketing campaigns through really optimized landing pages?
Your answer points you towards the right tool, or maybe, as we hinted, even a combination of tools. Could be both Webflow and Instapage, for example.
Absolutely. Consider your technical skill, how much traffic you anticipate, whether you need e-commerce or dynamic content features, and just how crucial dedicated conversion optimization is for your specific business model.
All three platforms have their place and strengths, clearly, but they are built for different users with different primary objectives. Which brings us to our final thought for this deep dive, something to maybe leave you thinking about.
Okay. With powerful, relatively accessible all-in-one solutions like GoDaddy for beginners and these flexible, advanced builders like Webflow readily available, why do businesses still heavily invest in highly specialized tools like Instapage?
Right. Tools used almost exclusively for landing pages, often in addition to their main website platform.
What does that tell us about where the real leverage, the real potential for online success lies in today's, frankly, very competitive digital landscape?
Is the key just having a website, or is it really about optimizing every single interaction a potential customer has with your brand, especially those first few critical ones?
Something to ponder. Definitely something to think about.
That wraps up this deep dive comparing GoDaddy Website Builder, Webflow, and Instapage based on the source material we had. We hope exploring these differences helps you consider which platform, or maybe combination, makes the most sense for what you're trying to achieve online.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into something new. Thanks for joining us.